I've launched over 600 landing pages in over 120 different niches during my career in companies like King Kong, Founder, and now in my own agency, Persuasion Experience. I've done landing pages for nearly any industry you can imagine, from Brazilian butt lift doctors and porn addiction counselors, quit smoking hypnotists, to more normal stuff like B2B finance loans or property investment companies. I've even been trusted by billion-dollar brands like Linktree and Kogan and Wayflyer to create their own high-converting landing pages. So what's the secret to creating 7-figure landing pages and getting results like this? Well, team, today I'm going to be sharing with you the 4 ingredients to get right on your landing page and to convert more traffic into leads and sales. After launching 600 of these bad boys, I know if you can nail these 4 things, you're going to be able to scale your marketing, convert more traffic, and get high quality leads and sales. So let's get started with number 1, which is your headline. And I think we have all heard that your headline's important on your page, but that's basically because your landing page is a digital salesperson. And so the headline, if we think of it as a digital salesperson, that's the opening line. That's the first thing basically that your salesperson is going to say. So when a user is on your page and they've clicked something and they've landed here, well, now you've got a few seconds to get them, and they're going to be looking at this headline and all of your marketing, but especially the headline right now on this page, thinking, so what, who cares, what's in it for me? So we need to answer that quickly in the headline. Basically, a good headline is the thing that hooks them in and gets them to continue reading the page. That's the goal of the headline. Every touch point, everything we do in marketing has a point. For example, the ad gets the click, the email gets the click, the landing page converts the click into a lead or a sale. And then when we get more granular, the point of the headline is to get somebody to keep reading the page. And I want to give you a quick example of why a headline is so important. And that's because I see a lot of companies tinkering with stuff further down on their page. They're playing with things that only 30% or 15% of people even scroll down to. But your headline is above the fold. Above the fold means before someone starts to scroll. So 100% of traffic is going to see this. And it's the number one thing to stop them bouncing or exiting off of the page. And so this is John. He used one of our headline templates in our lead machine offer program, and after changing just the headline in a split test, these are the results that he got. His conversion rate went from about 2% to 16%, and his cost per conversion came down from $143 to about $24. That was without doing a whole new landing page. That was without adding more budget in. All he did was optimized the headline on a landing page for his client, and it squeezed more out of the marketing economics. Let's talk about how to do it. So to write a good headline, there's 2 things that you need to really understand. Number 1 is the temperature of traffic. What education level do they have? And then number 2, and combined with that, is what stage of the buyer's journey are they in? So you might be familiar with Eugene Schwartz's 5 stages of awareness. On the screen now, I'm showing you 4. The very first one is unaware. They don't even know what's going on. They haven't figured out what their problem is. I don't usually work with that, especially on paid ads. But what we can see here in terms of the buyer's journey is somebody doesn't just wake up one day and want what you have. They're going to go on this journey, and you want your headline to be able to enter the bullseye, the conversation going on in their mind. So we can see that at problem unaware, they're going to sense there is a problem but don't know there is a solution. Well, you're going to talk to them very differently than if they were most aware, where it's decision time. They need to see the right deal. They understand that they have a problem. They've already done their competitor research in product aware, and now they're ready to work with you, but they just need the right offer. You're going to do very different headlines and different offers for them. So as an example, when we were working with Linktree, this is the landing page that we did for them. When we created landing pages for their Google ads or for their Facebook ads, those are 2 different temperatures of traffic. Google ads are actively looking for a link in bio tool. So they're down the other end. They're more product aware, right? Product or most aware. They're either sold on using Linktree, most aware, or they're product aware and they're looking for a link in bio tool. But when we went out to Facebook traffic, what I found from the research that we did was that not everybody actually knew what a link in bio tool was. So to have that in the headline didn't make sense because it was causing friction and it wasn't entering the right conversation, the right bullseye of the market for that temperature center of traffic and that stage in the buyer's journey. So instead of talking about link in bio in the headline, instead we figured out, okay, well, what's their problem? What's their dream outcome? And we created the headline, help your followers discover everything you do with one simple link. So there's nothing about link in bio tool here. And that gets educated more further down the page. So this is another example of a client that we work with, and they are a video production company. So for this campaign, this is Google Ads, so a warmer traffic temperature, and people are actively searching for corporate video production near me, which means that we are entering a later stage of the buyer's journey. We are entering more product aware. They've decided what they need, and now they're starting to find quotes. That's what we know. That's what the next stage of their buyer's journey, the next micro yes. So we're not going to have a discovery intrigue headline. We're going to have a headline that's more aligned with the offer, because the next step for them is to take up the offer. They're looking for video production companies. They actively know what they're looking for. So we have to match the headline to that. So if you're already running ads, or even if you're running organic traffic, and you're going to get some sort of signals or data from the market to see what is getting the click, because often what happens is there's an incongruence. What is getting the click is then not reflected in the headline or above the fold, which is causing people to leave your landing page, because we promised them one thing to get the click, but we're delivering something else on the page. So for example, we work with a neurosurgeon out of Austin, and when we're doing the Google Ads campaigns for that, we match the Google Ads landing pages and the headline to what somebody has searched. So for example, up on the screen now, if somebody is searching for spine doctor, then we are going to talk more about working with a spine doctor or a neurosurgeon. However, when somebody's looking for non-invasive or minimally invasive treatments, we're going to have that in the headline and above the fold, because we want to match the bullseye, the conversation going on in their brain, with what they're going to see in the headline on the landing page, so they know they're in the right spot. Now, if you need a very simple framework to do this, a very simple headline framework, you can use this: what we do and how it benefits you. So if you can nail those two parts, what we do and how it benefits you, and if you can get really good offer, which we're going to be talking about in a moment, that's going to help you to increase conversions on your page. Okay, so number one, when it comes to creating 7-figure landing pages, is the headline. One of the most important parts on the page, and only second to number two, which is the offer. The offer is the thing that they're going to get. That's the thing that you're offering on the page. I know that sounds a bit self-explanatory, but the offer is the thing that's going to persuade and motivate them to take action. So if we go back to thinking that the landing page is a digital salesperson, well, the salesperson has to be selling something. The salesperson has to be trying to get someone to take action. Now, when I say selling something, that doesn't mean that you have cringy sales copy in what you're doing. What we want to have is a really strong offer that makes somebody feel like, duh, as if I wouldn't take this up. I would feel stupid for not taking this up. And the way that we do that is providing value in our offer and understanding what is the next micro guess with us. Basically, the offer is the most important thing, because your traffic is worthless unless it converts. And the number one thing to make traffic convert is not design or what the form looks like or anything like that. The number one thing is the offer, and then how you position the offer in the copy. That's it. It's the offer. Change your offer, change your business. So I want to show you something quickly. This is one of my slides from Traffic and Conversion Summit. I did a keynote there in Vegas in January, and this is one of the slides I walked people through about why an offer is so powerful. So this is one of our clients in the finance space, and it's the same traffic spend. They would not give the marketing team budgets to scale the traffic. So we had to work really hard to squeeze more out of the marketing metrics. On the left, we can see their old page. So it was getting a 5.61% conversion rate and a $700 CPA. That's not too traumatic for the finance space, to be honest. Their contracts are worth so much, $700. Maybe you can scale that, but it's not super duper profitable. So when we launched a new landing page with a big focus on the offer, getting that next micro yes, what's the next step? How do we provide value? How do we turn this landing page into a digital salesperson? Well, then we were able to increase the conversion rate by 200%, over 200% to 17%, and get the CPA down by 61% to $273. And that's the power of getting your offer for your landing page. You're going to make more out of the traffic that you're already getting. You don't even have to spend a cent more on the traffic. traffic. And we've all heard this before. It's about the right offer, the right person at the right time. And that's going back to the stage of the buyer's journey and the different temperature of traffic. At the moment, I'll be talking more about the lead generation offers. How do we get traffic who's ready to convert into a lead and speak with us on the phone? Like, who's ready to take up that sort of offer? So here's an example of a client when we were creating their offer in the home building, remodeling, and addition space. They're called Build TX. And so when we were doing the research, what we found was that one, mainly women were the decision makers. Number two, they wanted to stay in their homes. They loved the area, but they couldn't figure out how to transform their home into the next evolution so that they could actually stay there with their growing family. Number three was that the market had a lot of horror stories. And if you've ever built or you've ever done home remodeling, you've probably got your own horror story or you know of someone who has. So there was a lot of fear and skepticism in the market. The next thing that we learned was that they're an all women-led company. That it really excited their customers. That was something that drew them in. And the final thing that we learned was that in this very male-dominated market, the offer that most people were going out to market with, or the next micro step that they were going out to market with, was get a free quote. Now that doesn't make sense as the next micro step because the target market hadn't figured out exactly what they wanted yet. So you can't get a quote on something when you don't know what you want. What they had done was create a Pinterest board or gone on Instagram, and they had a bit of an idea, but really they were up to the design stage. They needed help with the design. So using that knowledge and then throwing in a little bit of like selling sunset kind of vibe, we came up with this offer. So instead of free quote or chat with sales or speak with us, we came up with apply for your champagne design consultation with Dallas's top remodeling and additions firm. And that's the above the fold. That's how it translates into the headline. When we see the offer a little bit more, we can see here that we flesh it out into bullets. What are they going to get? Consultation with me and my team. We're going to show you what's realistic for your budget. So that's like the big burning question that they had. What time frame you can expect for your project, big burning question. The next steps to take and whether we can work with you or not, and the key money pits to look out for when selecting a contractor. And it was as simple as that, but it all came from really good research to create the offer. And then when we launched this, it created a multi-million-dollar pipeline in just a couple of weeks. So when it comes to creating your offer, it's not about having this big knockout punch to get them to buy from you straight away. It's about having what is the next micro yes, what's the next commitment that they can take in their journey with your business. Now, I have a full 3-hour workshop on this, the lead machine offer workshop. I'll leave the link in the description if you need help with lead generation offers. Otherwise, we'll move on to the next point. And so ingredient number 3 is your call to action. And the call to action, if we think of the offer like that's the thing you're going to give them, the call to action is the button they click to get the thing. What most people do wrong is usually they don't have an offer or a very good offer. And then the call to action, there'll be multiple call to actions on a page, or there'll be no call to actions. I've literally seen people running Google Ads traffic to landing pages with no offer and no call to action on what to do next, genuinely. So I do have a full video on this, on how to create good call to action buttons, but I'm going to show you in action now, one of our client pages, how to create them. So we can see on this page, this is the above the fold and the headline again, right? And we have the offer, and then we have our call to action. And with our call to action, it's just a few words. It's very clear what we want them to do and what they're taking up and what they're going to get by clicking the button. We also have this friction remover. So we have social proof under here and happy smiling faces of real people. You can see that with the call to action, it's in orange, and that orange doesn't really appear anywhere else on the page. That's called the isolation effect. So they know that wherever they see this orange, that they should click to take up the offer. So ultimately, the call to action, it's a few words, it's action orientated, and it just tells them how to get the offer on the page. You have just one of them on the page. You just have one of them, one clear call to action, one offer, one target market. That's how you set up your landing page. Okay, and finally, ingredient number 4 is social proof. And social proof is one of the biggest levers to increase your conversion, and it's one of the most underutilized and misunderstood components of marketing. Because what a lot of people do is they think it's okay to slap a testimonial slider onto a page and go, okay, I've done my social proof. But what we want to achieve on our landing page is social proof with intent. And we want to use social proof to back up big claims and to help with our sales message. So if you're saying, I don't have any social proof, or I don't know what social proof is, that's okay. I have a couple of videos on that. You can go and watch those to learn how to get social proof from your clients and to learn what sort of social proof you need. For now, I'm going to focus on showing you how to use social proof because it's ammunition. So how to use it on your pages. So I'm going to show you this. This is one of our own persuasion experience pages. This is for the Lead Machine Offer Workshop. So this is the above the fold. You can see we have the headline. We have a fun little VSL video you can check out. We've got a clear call to action. We've got this friction remover. We have 3 bullets. These are the 3 things people want. And now we start to show the proof. So we have as seen in, because this is a nice tidy thing you can have above the fold. Then we have a big proof subheadline and we start to use pictures of real people from the program that we have testimonials for. Then we have video testimonials and screenshots of what people have said. So this is one way to show it. And then you'll start to see on the page, we start to use more native screenshots, and people are scared to use these like text messages, emails, Slack messages, school messages, whatever, because they look ugly. But that's why we use them, because if your design is too beautiful, then it's very easy for the eye to just scroll through it, smooth like butter. And actually what we want to have is pattern interrupts on the pages. And a pattern interrupt is when somebody stubs their eye. So this looks weird and out of place, but it makes you pay attention to this. And that's very important. So moving down, then we have more of the offer stack. We have a comparison table, lovely. We have more logos of who we've worked with. We use text version of proof. So always there's more proof. We're using proof in every section, right? Then we have video testimonials. Now, what a lot of people get wrong with testimonials is they just execute them really poorly. Or if they slap video testimonials on there, they assume people are going to watch them. But what we want to do is have these headlines, which is like forced consumption. So this is a pull quote from the video with their results. So scrolling down, they've all got pull quotes. Now with the actual video testimonials, what we want to do is make sure that people are going to see themselves in these testimonials. That's the whole point. Social proof only works if we resonate with the person on there. Otherwise it has no power. So when you get really great testimonials, you want it to be clear on the crappy before state, what else they've tried, what they were skeptical about, what were the best results they've had, and then what does their life look like after using you. If you can have that, you're telling a story. And then people are going to go, I was in that crappy before state. I want that dream outcome. This is for me. And that's the feeling we want to make people have on our landing pages. So we've got a big wall of real video testimonials and we're constantly getting these. And then if someone's still scrolling, if they're still not sure, we just have another big wall of all of the feedback from LinkedIn and in our inbox and on Slack that people have given us on the program. So team, there you have it. Those are the 4 key ingredients of a 7-figure landing page strategy. It's what I've learned after launching over 600 different landing pages and funnels. So here they are again. Number 1 is the headline. Number 2 is the offer. Number 3 is that clear call to action. And number 4 is social proof, having social proof with intent. So if you liked this video and you want to learn more about landing pages, funnels, and proven marketing strategies that are actually working in real time, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And then team, let me know in the comments, what's your biggest challenge or biggest question when it comes to your marketing and your business and getting high quality leads? That's how I know what kind of videos and content to make. So let me know in the comments. Alrighty team, I'll see you in the next video.